I'm an emergency. I work for emergency services.
Yeah.
And my political masters have told me to take a 1% pay rise for the last few years, which I've suffered, like you have as MPs.
Yeah.
Your sense of timing now with this £10,000 pay increase is incredible. And I do appreciate that you have refused, or you have stated that you would not take the pay rise, like Mr Cameron. But really, if we're all in it together, how can this possibly be? On the day of all days, when you're looking to shut 10 fire stations in London and 500 firefighters' jobs redundant. Your sense of timing is incredible, you and all the other MPs, sir.
Well, look, Jim, I agree with a lot of what you say. I mean, look, we'll see what IPS has to say. As you acknowledge yourself, they're independent. They're independent because because we got ourselves into trouble in the first place by MPs being judge and jury of their own sort of pay and rations. So we'll see what they've got to say. But I mean, the reason I've said I wouldn't accept such a pay increase that's been sort of talked about at this time is because, as you quite rightly say, I represent many constituents in my constituency in Sheffield, as do MPs across the country, who, as you say, have either had a pay freeze or have had a limit put on their pay increases to 1%. Now, that might change, when things get better, but we're in the middle of this massive repair job because of this cardiac arrest that our economy suffered back in 2008. We're trying to do it as fairly as possible. We're trying to keep everybody together, if you like, and I just don't think it helps at all in doing that by taking one very, very small but very prominent part of the people on the public sector payroll, MPs, and say, look, you're going to be treated completely differently.
I don't think MPs should be getting a 10% pay rise when nurses, teachers are facing either pay freezes or very low increases, and others in the private sector are facing similar circumstances. I'm very clear. I don't think this package of proposals can go ahead while the current economic circumstances are affecting other workers. I think that our pay rise has to reflect the circumstances that other workers are facing. And that's why I think it's right that IPSA, the body charged with this, have said they'll have a review early in the next Parliament. I hope and trust that review will conclude what I've said.